Okay. All right. We are live and we're talking about Anduril Industries. Okay, let's go. American defense technology company founded in 2017 by Palmer Luckey. Right now, again, like the the beef between Palmer Luckey and Jason Calacanis, I think that's been pretty popular, and that's also why maybe people are talking too much about Palmer Luckey and Anduril in general. Trey Stephens, Brian Schimpf, Matt Grimm, and Joe Chen, headquartered in Costa Mesa, California. The company focuses on developing advanced autonomous systems leveraging AI, robotics, and sensor fusion to enhance military and border security capabilities for the United States and its allies. Named after the fictional sword Anduril from J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings, meaning Flame of the West in Quenya. Anduril aims to modernize defense technology by combining Silicon Valley innovation with mission driven objectives. The company's flagship product, Lattice, is an AI powered software platform that integrates data from various sensors, such as cameras, radars, and drones, to provide real time situational awareness and command and control capabilities. Beyond software, designs and manufacture hardware like unmanned aerial systems, UAS, counter UAS solutions, the Anvil interceptor drone, autonomous underwater vehicles, Ghost Shark. This is so interesting. Like, it seems like 8VC, Joe Lonsdale. Joe Lonsdale is basically looking at Endura and seeing like what Enduril cannot do. We will go and build that company. So it seems like Lattice is very similar to what Palantir is doing. Palantir is doing that for every organization. Lattice is more about taking all the data and doing it specifically for command and control capabilities. Specifically, just taking all the data from cameras, radars, and drones. On the other hand, Palantir is doing the same thing but taking data literally from all the government organizations. Then they have the unmanned aerial system. Okay, I don't know any other else, but then we have the counter UAS solutions over there. Joe Lonsdale company is Epirus, which is pretty much the same. It's an interceptor. They have an interceptor drone as well as interceptor. Basically, what do they call it? A microwave technology, something like that. And then autonomous underwater vehicles. And we just found about the new company. It's called Saronic, I believe, which is just like deploying a bunch of these mini ships, mini boats that are like really well equipped. Ghost Shark and surveillance system Sentry Towers. Unlike traditional defense contractors, yeah, it seems like this entire network of PayPal mafia, this entire network of Peter Thiel friends, and yeah, Peter Thiel friends, PayPal mafia, the entire defense tech, they're all working pretty closely together. Unlike traditional defense contractors, Andural often funds its own research and development upfront, allowing it to deliver products faster and at a lower cost than the conventional government procurement process. They have secured significant contracts with the US Department of Defense, US Customs and Border Protection, and allied military, such as 967.6 million deal with the US Special Operations Command in 2022 and a 100 million contract with the Royal Australian Navy in 22 for autonomous submarines. The company has grown rapidly, reportedly reaching 1 billion in revenue with a valuation of 14 billion following its latest funding round. Wow, they're pretty much doing everything. They're like, okay, defense industry, what do you want? We'll do everything because these are all different products. You need a totally different competence skill to build an underwater submarine than what you need for making a counter UAS solution. Backed by investors like Founders Fund and Recent Horowitz and 8VC, Anduril continues to expand through acquisitions, Adranos, Blue Force Technologies, and partnerships, positioning itself as a disruptor in defense industry long dominated by legacy contractors like Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman. Adranos. What is Adranos? That's a good question. Palmer Lucky background. Okay, let's ask that question. And after that, tell me about Adranos. Yeah, what's a feature that we would like over here? We would like some sort of threading. Threading would be cool. Hawaiian shirts and flip flops. Okay, while they do that, we'll go here. All right, what is this beauty? Shown successful flight test of Barracuda 500 with vertical launch, autonomous flight, and precision target engagement. Wow. I think this is it. Like the way to look at something like this is we don't want to celebrate that oh bombs we are making bombs. I think the way to look at this is that you want to show how powerful your technology is, so nobody comes against you. People know people nobody comes against you. So it's kind of a it's a deterrence technique. It's a way of deterrence that when you show how powerful your technology is, people won't come against you because they would realize how much damage you can cause them. The US Air Force Armament Directorate and DIUX Defense Innovation Unit selected Barracuda 500 AAV to move forward with the next phase of enterprise test vehicle project. This project will create highly producible air vehicles purpose built to bring mass to the fight. Barracuda. But the US dollar isn't backed by anything anymore. What the US dollar is backed by. Interesting. Interesting. What is this blog post? Let's see. Also, they do a great job at like photography and making this entire text look cool. Look at their website. What is this? So cool. Okay. Barracuda 500, by the way, let's just keep their website open over here. Flight test, next steps. So, what is the next steps? Execute series of flight tests that demonstrate the collaborative autonomous capabilities of Barracuda, including simultaneous vertical launch of multiple systems in flight system to system communication, how lattice from mission autonomy enables the execution of novel collaborative autonomous behaviors designed to increase effectiveness in contested environments. And will also prove out the manufacturability and affordability of Barracuda over the next phase of the ETV project. Remains committed to delivering capabilities and speeds and timelines that matter. We look forward to continuing our work. Very interesting. Yeah, look at all these photos. Beautiful work on aesthetics. The extent to which Andrew is eating Lockheed Martin's lunch is extraordinary. Better software, less expensive hardware, rapid turnaround of orders. It's a genuine disruptor. Defense industry analyst and consultant specializing in land warfare. Former British Army officer, UK advisor to Kynes, also found at Andromeda. Blue Sky. UK land power. Okay. What is UK land power? Porcupine. Becoming the porcupine. I think it's a pretty much same strategy. You show how powerful you are, You show how much damage you can do to people and people won't attack you. The British Army is acquiring 523 Boxer multi-role armored vehicles, proven protection, excellent on-road and off-road mobility, modular design with mission modules that can be swapped within 60 minutes, go anywhere, do anything, flexibility, go fast, go hard, go home. Infantry carrier, command and control, specialist vehicle, battlefield ambulance, repair and recovery, mortar, howitzer, ammunition resupply, bridge layer, engineer, counter battery radar, reconnaissance, reconnaissance, long range precision fires, CBRN. What's a CBRN? Air defense, mobile gun system. Lockheed Martin would be too disappointed about not winning NGAD because it's working on a hypersonic son of Blackbird, dubbed SR-72. This is expected to be a strike aircraft capable of delivering hypersonic weapons. As such, it could end up being more important than NGAD. That's a cool photo. Alright, let's go back. Most people miss that Anduril's product isn't Lattice, Fury, or Roadrunner. Sure, those are the things that they deliver to the warfighter, but their real product is selling the dream of what a defense company could be. They understood when starting out that winning on technology was untenable. Similarly, winning on lobbying and business development against primes, whose organizations are structured and decentralized specifically to win those fights, was a non starter. This is interesting. Whose organizations are structured and decentralized specifically to win those fights was a non starter. So instead, they sold the dream. Anduril positioned itself as a breath of fresh air, something different, something new, and something exciting. They weren't just another defense contractor, they were a Silicon Valley insurgency promising to tear down the old ways and build something better. Their marketing, their messaging, even Palmer's public persona, all of it screamed rebellion against the crusty giants of the industry. The greatest product isn't a system or a platform, it's the belief that defense innovation can be fast, ambitious, and divorced from the past. Whether they live up to the promise or not, they have already won a critical battle, getting the next generation of engineers, investors, and decision makers to buy into the idea that the future of defense doesn't have to look like the past. And this is very recent. What is prompting people to write good things about Anduril? I'm curious. Previous BD at Mark Industry. What is Mark Industries? That sounds cool. Okay, cover photo. Nice cover photo. Nice profile. Subsea robotics. Subsea robotics. Somebody joined an option meeting at midnight his time simply because he had to meet me because I'm a legendary poster. He doesn't even follow me. My engineer is standing at my door to ask me if they can spend thousands of dollars on parts and sensors. Whoa. Whoa. Apple hasn't announced anything. How are you so sure they should honestly buy a figure robot? Okay, so that was the comment. There's no amount of money that could get me to sell figure. Very industry. Very industry? Very interesting. Mark Industries. Okay. Okay. Mark builds unmanned weapons and their manufacturing. This is crazy. The defense tech is going crazy. Wow. Show, don't tell. Mark Industries. I'm not sure what we were looking at, but okay. No, it's a great video. These are bats. Mark Industries. Okay, this is really cool. Hey, great videos. Mark Industries, let's go. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. All right, really cool. Let's go back. Chris, great job. Chris was at Mark Industries. Okay. We want to be aligned with delivering the best capabilities in the most ethical way possible. The alternative is that someone's going to do that anyway, and we believe that we can do that best. Check out the big interview. I just want to send a message to Ethan that, hey, let's send a message to Ethan. Oh, okay. Ethan's DMs are closed. We cannot send him a message. We want to be aligned with delivering the best capabilities in the most ethical way possible. The alternative is that someone's going to do that anyway, and we believe that we can do that best. Check out the big interview. Co-founder Trey Stephens. Partner Founders Fund, co-founder Andrew, co-founder Soul. The military industrial complexes of, okay, he founded Endural with a radical approach: build products before contracts, skip traditional bureaucracy, move at Silicon Valley speed. The defense industry was about to change forever. At Endural score.
Or at least like a version of that. Sure. Do you ever think about? It's very clear you're like the next Elon Musk, or at least like a version of that. Sure. Do you ever think about the idea that like Elon is like building humanity and trying to preserve humanity, and you're doing the opposite? And does that concern you?
I don't think so because I just look at fundamentally differently.
Yeah.
The way I see it is like if we have World War III with China, then we're fucked. Like have you heard Elon say? There's this great line that he said many years. If we have World War III with China, then we're fucked. Like have you heard Elon say? There's this great line that he said many years ago where he said, I believe that we're in a window, a narrow window, where it's possible for us to colonize other planets. Right? Like only in the last 10 or 20 years has it become possible for us to leave this planet, get to another one, colonize it, and make humanity a multiplanetary species. Elon says, I think that window is limited and it will close. And my goal is to make humanity a multiplanetary species before that window closes. The way that I look at it is building the tools that deter wars are what keeps that window open.
Deter.
Look at World War II. Could we have gone to another planet while fighting World War II? No. Could anybody have? No. The way I look at it is I'm keeping that window open. I'm keeping that window open where we're not fighting major wars. When I'm building new fighter jets, like I built this new jet called Fury. It's an autonomous fighter jet that flies with F-35s. And it can fly ahead of them, with them, to carry way more weapons and push things out and do way more aggressive tactics because it's okay if they die. And I think that that's the type of thing that has China quaking in their boots. So, oh crap. America now has this weapon that is cheap, that is able to blow up my fighter jets. And if I try to take over this area, they're going to wipe out my military. That's how I look at it.
This makes sense. This makes sense. It's interesting. We were pretty much. I predicted. I gave a good hypothesis. Lattice OS. Okay, who's Fernando? Fernando's co-founder, Thought Leader X. Okay, got it. Lattice OS Combat. Okay, this is a good brief of the entire company. Understand, decide, act. Software system improves understanding, streamlines decision making, and acts fast. A combat OS. You understand, you decide, active task, attack, F-18 Kingfisher, this attacking 421 nanometers, operational, fuel load, track loss updated, mark completed. Okay. An AI system processing data from multiple sensors, creating real-time battlefield awareness and enabling autonomous systems to operate seamlessly. Traditional defense contractors couldn't compete. Their breakthroughs were revolutionary. First, AI-powered sentry towers along the US-Mexico border. The towers could distinguish between humans, animals, and vehicles. Then came their autonomous systems. The Ghost drone could fly for over 15 hours, and the Anvil could autonomously track and intercept hostile drones. By 22, the results were clear. Anduril had secured US Air Force partnerships, Army robotic combat integration, 100 million Royal Australian Navy contract, all because Palmer built first, sold later. US Air Force partnerships, Army robotic combat.
Iconic military legacy with the Anzacs. The landscape was literally.
I'm on the world's largest island.
My name is Palmer Luckey, and I'm bringing Anduril to Australia. Australia is the perfect place to set up a research and development
In the ops room.
base for our extra large autonomous undersea vehicles. I'm here to find the
Build smart tech to defend Australia.
best and brightest engineers to join Anduril on our mission to defend the Western world. Anduril Industries was founded to create and enhance U.S. and allied military technology because we believe that war is preventable when you invest in defense. The great thing about machines is that they're expendable. Human lives are not. Australia has its own very proud and iconic military legacy with the Anzacs. The landscape was literally an uphill battle, but they powered through with the resilience and determination that they're remembered for today. 100 years on, Australia marches to the beat of its own drum and puts its citizens first. We have the technology to ensure that we have the backs of the men and women that put their lives on the line to serve our countries. The best technology deters conflict. The best technology saves lives. The best technology wins. We're proud to partner with Australia because Australia also believes that equality and independence are worth protecting. Anduril Australia will design, develop, and manufacture unmanned systems with local talent in our city headquarters. I'm looking for the people who light up when the conversation turns to tech. For developers that are sick of coding meaningless CRUD forms or making photo filters. For the inventors who keep getting told that their ideas are too big. For the engineers who are ready to offer more than just thoughts and prayers when they see the news headlines. Australia is ready to create a new legacy of war prevention heroes. Come to work for Anduril.
Great pitch. Great pitch. Wow. Great pitch. Today, Anduril is valued at $14 billion. The systems make soldiers 20% more lethal and 10% safer. But Palmer's greatest asset is authenticity. Unlike traditional defense CEOs, Palmer speaks openly. He shares defense tech insights, maintains strong political stances, stands by his convictions. The result? Unprecedented trust and credibility. His strategy never wavered. Build in public, stay true to your beliefs, and never compromise. Why? Authenticity may hurt in the short term, but the long term attracts a tribe of people who share the same vision. Your voice becomes your moat, and your story attracts opportunities. While others play it safe, real leaders build in public. It's the ultimate competitive advantage.
You put up, well, look, what here, part of the reason that you're so successful, in my opinion, is because you actually say what you think. Like, you're not putting on a show. Actually, you have no reason to put on a show. You put on a whole bunch of shows, and they've already been successful. And you're actually asking the questions that are genuine questions, and people can trust you because of that. And that means that you're letting the words emerge as they come to you. And doing that with each word, that's a decision, because you can use your language to manipulate, and you can use your language for your own, say, hedonistic purposes or to gain power. Or you can just say what you think. All of those different choices are a decision. That's a wrestling. That's a moral decision. Well, look.
Very interesting. Okay, thought leader, shout out. Personal brand company on X. Okay. Thanks for reading. Alright, we got it. This was a good brief, thank you. Whoa. Whoa. Actually, this goes way back. He built a VR headset that could kill you. Facebook tried to silence him for 100 million. Now his $14 billion company is building AI drones and underwater ghost ships. At 16, Palmer was building VR headsets in his parents' garage. His first prototype, the PR1, was groundbreaking. Built-in haptic feedback, 90-degree field of view, low latency.
Bunch of old VR tech. I read a whole bunch of old patents from the 80s and 90s. I was reading all of these academic studies about VR. I was reading all these military research papers about virtual reality. I was just like downloading into my brain everything I could about what worked, what didn't. Also buying a lot of old hardware. So back then, old VR headsets were dirt cheap because nobody was collecting them. I was probably the only guy in the whole world collecting them. So I'm going on eBay and I'm looking at all of this stuff being sold by like medical facilities shutting down. I have some headset that was used as part of a research trial in the late 90s. And I'm buying the stuff that they bought for literally hundreds of thousands of dollars for less than $100. I ended up building this like collection of old hardware. And I'm taking it apart, learning from it, realizing what worked, what didn't. And so when I built my first headset, I called PR1, Prototype 1. And that was kind of like put a stake around. This is the first thing I'm building. It was a wide field of view virtual reality headset, 3D compatible, but it also weighed like 6 or 7 pounds. It was this huge helmet that went on your head. It was so uncomfortable, so ungainly. But it was kind of the first thing to prove this experience, like the visual side, is clearly way better than gaming on a monitor. And so I kept working on it, building new prototypes, and then I did that for years. And then when I was 18 years old, so almost 3 years later, I had shown prototypes to my friends for years, and they all thought I was kind of off my rocker, right? Like, I wish I could say my friends were supportive, but they're not. Yeah. Every prototype that I had shown him, up to this one that I made when I was 18, was honestly not very inspiring unless you had a really good imagination. You could imagine what was going. And then when I showed it to people, and it was the first prototype that I'd ever shown them where they said, "Oh shit, I finally get it." That's when I started Oculus.
Over the next few years, he obsessed over perfection. He developed more than 50 different headsets, each pushing boundaries. His designs explored wireless functionality, 3D stereoscopy, and even 270-degree view. That one day everything changed. He shared his design on MTB S3D, a forum for VR enthusiasts. John Carmack, the legendary video game creator Doom, discovered it and asked for a prototype. After Palmer demonstrated his product at the E3 3D Bend in 2012, everything exploded. Oculus. At just 21, he founded Oculus VR. Their Kickstarter raised 2.4 million, 974% of their target. The next 18 months were explosive. Gaming legends backed them. Valve's Gabe Neville, Epic's Cliff Blazinski, Unity's David Helgason. The momentum was unstoppable.
On the SDK side, and also helping us build the next generation hardware that we're going to be shipping to consumers.
And speaking of building that hardware, what has the most recent round of funding brought to the table for you guys?
It's $3 million. That is going to need to hire some investing in the industry, continue to expand the team, and make sure we have everyone we need to create and support the world's best virtual reality platform. So John Carmack just joined as Oculus VR's new CTO. He's working on a lot of things from software to graphics to hardware. Right now, he's focusing a lot on our mobile SDK, so working on the Android port of our software.
Oh, wow, so John Carmack actually joined the company. By March 2014, Facebook saw the future. They acquired Oculus for $2 billion. But what happened next would shock Silicon Valley. In 2016, everything started to unravel.
Said CEO Mark Zuckerberg, quote, Oculus is the chance to create the most social platform ever. The $2 billion acquisition is twice what Facebook paid for Instagram in 2012, but it's just a fraction of the $16 billion Facebook paid last month to acquire WhatsApp. It's been quite the success story for Palmer Luckey's Oculus Rift, which started as a Kickstarter project in August 2012, where it raised over $2 million. At this month's Game Developer Conference, the company unveiled the final development kit, featuring a 1080p OLED display. That's expected to ship in July for $350. Aside from the obvious use in first-person shooters, the Oculus Rift has so far been used for touring Jerry Seinfeld's apartment, swapping genders, and, well, this. Sony this month announced its own VR headset, PlayStation 4, dubbed Project Morpheus. Oculus now has Facebook's resources, but it also has some of its baggage. Marcus Persson, better known as Notch, just announced on Twitter that he is canceling Oculus Portable.
We were in talks about maybe bringing a version of Minecraft to Oculus. I just canceled the date. Facebook creeps me out.
Minecraft, saying, quote, Facebook creeps me out. The acquisition is expected to close in the second quarter of 2014. However, consumer version of the Rift headset isn't expected until late this year or early next. And that's today's top story. Coming up tomorrow, Facebook acquires Knee for $3 billion. 1.5.
Palmer donated $10,000 to Nimble America, an anti-Hillary Clinton group creating political memes. The tech world erupted. Facebook's leadership was furious. The pressure mounted quickly. Facebook executives demanded he publicly support Gary Johnson. Instead, they wanted him to write that he was a libertarian or a Trump supporter. Palmer refused to be silent. By March 2017, he was out, but the story doesn't end there. Internal sources revealed the real reason. His political views damaged Facebook's image. The culture war had claimed its target. Executives saw him as a liability. Palmer fought back. He hired an employment lawyer with one clear argument. Facebook had illegally punished him for his political beliefs. The tech giant had a choice: fight or settle. The price of silencing Palmer, at least 100 million. But this wasn't about money anymore. This was about principle.
But a year later, the problems are still there. And now, Palmer, we just mentioned moments ago that Duncan and White Castle joining that Facebook boycott. So I want to hear your thoughts on this. And we spoke just about a year ago. You said that removing Zuckerberg wouldn't solve the problems at Facebook, but a year later, the problems are still there and more. Do you think that Zuckerberg and his leadership can fix them?
Well, to be fair, I think what people are calling problems, they're different problems now. There's always going to be problems. I think Zuck is probably going to do whatever is best for Facebook. He's a really sharp guy. Whatever he does, it's going to be the right thing to make Facebook as big and powerful and influential as possible. And, I saw it mentioned when I was waiting on the line, and this is impacting Facebook stock price. And it's true that a few days ago, or I guess, was it last week? There was an impact. But I mean, you have these other companies announcing their boycotts, but Facebook is up 3% today so far. The days have just begun. So it's hard to see how much the market believes that this is a negative. Facebook's going in a negative direction.
Yeah, Palmer.
The experience changed him forever. He learned that in Silicon Valley, image matters more than truth. Conformity is rewarded. Dissent is punished. But Palmer was about to prove them all wrong. Build products before contracts. Skip traditional bureaucracy. Move at Silicon Valley speed. Okay, this was a good one. We kind of got like a good summary of Palmer Luckey as well. Manufacturing is a different beast because it's not recurring revenue. It's executing insanely well on every program to win new work and repeat work over time. Anduril is probably the best example of this growing 2x year over year and getting to $1 billion revenue. They have built a successful business model by solving the hardest problems and delivering with the highest quality so they can win the next job. They have to show up every single time on speed, cost, and reliability precision. They just are the better solution. This is how you make manufacturing great again. Enduril is proving it. The investment case for Anduril. They have developed software-enabled products that solve hard technical hardware problems. They operate in large markets that have not changed and have clear waters between them and the next competitor. It is the same pattern we have seen in Tesla and SpaceX. In a single tweet, write the bull case for how Enduril is a $200 billion company. We agree. Literally, why Enduril is so successful right now. The government is nearly incapable of building anything compelling through contractors because no single person has enough authority to balance elegance against scope. Massive and growing TAM in the defense budgets of the US and its allies. A significant percentage of that TAM is shifting towards next generation platforms and technology and growing even faster. Enduril has a counterposition business model and strategy that affords stronger sustainable competitive advantages to capture that growth and deliver it with higher margins due to their business model. Higher growth plus better profit margin, better margin profile is equal to premium multiple minus needless revenue or percentage of the TAM be valued at a larger market cap than the primes. Enduril is the distributor to the legacy defense primes. New innovative defense technology to bring fast, efficient capabilities to the warfighter. In a world where AI autonomy is seen in geopolitics as the go-to products, all military agencies need to modernize. 40% margins compared to legacy 10%. Icing in the cake, saving the taxpayer money. Palmer Luckey explains what he would do if he could wave a magic wand and change the world.
Nuclear power, because nuclear power is all on its own. If we had it at scale, if we had lots of it, we could actually achieve the 1950s, 1960s dream of power that's too cheap to meter. Power that's too cheap to meter would be so incredibly valuable for our country. There's so many different industrial processes that are energy intensive. There's a lot of things where we're losing to China and losing to Russia because energy is expensive. If we could make our energy so cheap that we're not even metering it, that is how you get steel to roar back in the US. That's how you get aluminum to roar back in the US. That's how you get cement to come back in the US. That's how you get a lot of these manufacturing industries to be much more cost competitive in the United States. So if I could just pick one thing, wave my magic wand, and we had it, I'd say nuclear everywhere, nuclear everything. And and then the waste is not that hard to deal with. We can just build Death Mountain out in the middle of the desert. We'll bury it a mile underground. It'll be totally fine. And people are like, oh, what if people walk over it in 1,000 years? Like, you know what? After a few people walk over it and they come across it and they die, they'll figure out that it's bad news too. And they're like, oh, but you really kill that guy? It's like, well, we lose guys in coal-fired power plants every single day. So I'll worry about the guy who's dying today, not the guy who's. But I'd say nuclear power, because nuclear power is all on its own. If we had it at scale, and if we had lots of it, we could actually achieve the 1950.
A deployment of Palantir Tech's Foundry and Endural just crossed 500 weekly active users across production, sustainment, people, and finance teams. Roughly 1/8 of the whole company uses Palantir each week. Partnership couldn't be going any better. He was previously BD at Palantir. Now he's the co-founder of Endural, and there's a strong partnership between the two. That makes sense. It makes sense that all these companies are working on something that is moving to the same future, and now they can see how everything comes together. Global head of commercial Palantir Tech, Shyam Sankar, CTO Palantir. Endure and Palantir and a company called Archer Aviation are forming a threesome where Palantir plus Archer is software for critical aviation systems, including air traffic control, movement control, and route planning, and Endural plus Archer. eVTOL. I think Archer, wait, isn't Archer the bread Adcock company? I think it's the bread Adcock company. New Triumvirate Virate emerges in American defense with Archer Aviation, Endural, and Palantir joining forces. Interesting. Endural are considering a site in the Oxford-Cambridge corridor for a UK-based factory. This is quite frankly excellent news. Endural has a level of energy base the UK needs. UK can offer a level of financial underwriting that Endural can leverage for exports. This is a good one.
I've been in Anduril for, what, 3 months now? It's not the typical tech job I was expecting. My last 9 to 5 was more like 11 to 3. I was working remote. Here, you come into the office every day, and they have you doing actual work. Where are the nap pods? And everyone's going on about the mission. It's like they're literally obsessed with America. But pretty sure this caucus is Italian. The founder guy, the one who's always in the Hawaiian shirts, he's like always around.
Subterranean tunnels are bunkers. It's about using the entire crust of the Earth as a three-dimensional battle space.
But pretty sure this caucus is Italian. The founder guy, the one who's always in the Hawaiian shirts, he's like always around.
Subterranean tunnels are bunkers. It's about using the entire crust of the Earth as a three-dimensional battle space. A new warfighting movement. It's really hard to make it in the current e-bike industry because Dive LD is the smallest submarine that we make. It dives to a depth of about 6,000 meters, totally autonomously, gets you to the bottom of about any part of any ocean.
They said I'd get to travel for work. It's not exactly business class. I thought I'd be on my laptop at the hotel pool. Now, I'm just surrounded by all these robots. They actually expect us to test our products in the field? I'm more of an indoor guy myself. Sometimes I wonder, how did I get here? I'd rather just be sitting at my desk.
Hey, can you help us with something really quick?
Yeah, don't work at Anduril. It's just built different.
Very interesting. It's a good ad. Leading defense technology startup plans to build a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in the UK. This new plant focused on producing advanced aerial maritime systems is expected to generate thousands of jobs, marking a significant boost to the local economy. Arsenal 1, built in Ohio, designed by Anduril. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why did you go back? Page number 2. Okay, that's it. This was really good. This was really good. Wow. Wow, so much interesting stuff. American entrepreneur, co-founding Oculus, born 92, grew up in middle class family, strong DIY ethos. Father was a car salesman, mother homeschooled him, fostering an early interest in electronics and engineering. He taught himself hardware hacking, repairing old gaming consoles, and building custom PCs in his garage. Immersive technology led him to experiment with VR headsets. 17, studying journalism at California State University. Later dropped out. Began developing prototypes in his parents' garage. 2011, he created Oculus Rift, groundbreaking VR headset with a wide field of view using scavenged parts like smartphone screens and ski goggle straps. He launched a Kickstarter campaign in 2012 to fund production, raising 2.4 million, far exceeding his 250,000 goal. The success caught the attention of tech luminaries like John Carmack, who joined as CTO, and investors like A16Z. In 2014, the Facebook acquired. Wow. In 2014, Facebook acquired Oculus for $2 billion, making Luckey, then 21, a multimillionaire and a poster child for the VR revolution. Wow. Wait, how old is Palmer Luckey right now? Okay, if he was 21, so he's just 31 right now. Wow. Palmer Luckey, age 32. Wow. Wow. So he was a multi-millionaire by 21. Wow. Okay. His tenure on Facebook ended controversy in 2017. So 3 years later, he was 22, 23, 24. He was 24. Luckey was fired officially for unspecified reasons, though widely linked to his 10,000 donation to a pro-Trump political group, Nimble America, during the 2016 election, which sparked backlash in Silicon Valley's liberal-leaning tech community. Undeterred, Luckey shifted focus to a new venture. 2017, he co-founded Anduril Industries with Trace Stephens and others, channeling his technical expertise and libertarian leanings into defense tech, inspired by his frustration with slow, bloated government contractors and a nod to his love of sci-fi. Anduril reflects his belief in innovation-driven solutions for national security. His personal style is distinctive, often seen in Hawaiian shirts and flip-flops. He's a self-described futurist with eclectic interests from retro video games to anime and military history. Now in his early 30s, he remains a polarizing figure, celebrated as a visionary by some, criticized by others for his politics and defense focus. Married to Nicole Edelman since 22, he continues to lead Anduril, which has grown into a $14 billion enterprise, blending his hacker roots with a mission to reshape modern warfare. Adrenos was an American company focused on advancing solid rocket motor technology, founded in 2015 by Chris Stoker and Brandon Terry, who began the project as doctoral students at Purdue University, based in West Lafayette, Indiana. With manufacturing operations in McHenry, Mississippi, Adrenos gained recognition for developing Alitech, a proprietary aluminum lithium alloy fuel designed to enhance the performance of solid rocket motors. This fuel reportedly increases missile range by up to 40% compared to traditional propellants, while also aiming to reduce cost and improve manufacturing efficiency. The company's innovations stem from research into energetic materials, targeting applications in tactical missiles, hypersonic systems, and space launch vehicles. Positioned itself as a nimble startup in the defense and aerospace sectors, leveraging an advanced manufacturing process that was faster and more efficient than methods used by legacy rocket motor producers. Its work attracted attention from the US military, including flight tests under an Army program in 2019 and further testing funded by the Navy and Air Force. By 2022, Adrenos had expanded with a fuel production facility in Indiana and a solid rocket motor complex in Mississippi. Disrupt heavily consolidated solid rocket motor market, traditionally dominated by giants like Aerojet, Rocketdyne, and Northrop Grumman. merchant supplier of solid rocket motors to prime contractors, including Alitech Technology into its portfolio. $75 million investment announced in 2024, alongside securing contracts like a $19 million Navy deal for the Standard Missile 6 program. Was a standalone entity, ceased to exist after the acquisition, but its technology continues to influence Anduril's push into the propulsion market. We are literally all fired up for this. Excited to announce that we have acquired Adranos, a company who makes traditional solid rocket motors and those powered by Alitech, a game changing proprietary aluminum lithium alloy fuel. Very interesting. Tell me all the major milestones in the history of Endural since its inception. Whoa, look at this. Look at this. What is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Fury, Fury, Fury. The branding. GRB-5 autonomous AIR vehicle, collaborative combat aircraft. Anduril's engineers beat out Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, and Boeing for the largest ever contract, surely at or over $1 billion to build an autonomous warplane. The US Air Force has selected Anduril to design, manufacture, and test production representative collaborative combat aircraft. In this era of great power competition, there is no time to waste on business as usual. We look forward to delivering CCAs on schedule, within budget, and at scale. On schedule, within budget, and at scale. Just got the defense VR deal Microsoft got in the past. I don't know, there's such a legendary comeback. I wonder where the industry would be now if they kept him. Il existe une nouvelle version de ce poste. We just raised $450 million in Series G funding for Anduril. It will be used to turn American and allied warfighters into invincible technomancers who wield the power of autonomous systems to safely accomplish their mission. Our future roadmap is going to blow you away. Stay tuned. Our future roadmap is going to blow you away. Okay, 2017. So when was he kicked out of Facebook? Okay, in 2017 he was kicked out. 2017 he started Anduril. Wow. Rapid ascent in the defense tech sector with numerous significant milestones. Below is a detailed timeline of the major events in Anduril's history. Anduril was co-founded by Palmer Luckey, Trey Stephens, Brian Schimpf, Matt Grimm, and Joe Chen in Irvine, California. Backed by an initial seed investment from Founders Fund, the company aimed to disrupt the stagnant defense industry by applying Silicon Valley innovation, particularly AI, robotics, and autonomous systems, to national security challenges. Late 2017, first contract with US Customs and Border Protection. Within months of its inception, Anduril secured its first government contract with CBP to deploy its Lattice-powered Sentry towers for border surveillance along the US Mexico border. This marked the company's entry into real world applications and showcased its ability to deliver quickly. June 2018, Lattice testing in Texas. Anduril conducted informal test of its Lattice surveillance system on a Texas rancher's private land, integrating towers with radar, cameras, and AI to monitor a 2-mile radius. This success led to CBP pilot programs in Texas and San Diego, proving the system's operational viability. July 2018, expansion with new headquarters. Leased a 155,000 square foot facility near John Wayne Airport in Irvine. A significant. Oh wow. There's a window cleaner. It's a cool photo. Okay. Expansion with new headquarters. Significant step towards scaling operations and accommodating its growing workforce and industrial needs. 2019, $13.5 million US Marine Corps contract. Anduril won $13.5 million contract to install Lattice systems at Marine Corps bases in Japan, Hawaii, and Yuma, Arizona, near the US-Mexico border. This expanded its military footprint beyond border security into base protection. June 2019, UK Royal Navy and Marines contract. The UK Royal Navy adopted Lattice for modernization efforts, and Anduril signed a separate deal with the Royal Marines, marking its first international military contracts and demonstrating global appeal. September 2019, Series B funding, $1 billion valuation. Led by A16Z, Anduril raised an undisclosed amount in its Series B round, achieving unicorn status with a valuation exceeding $1 billion, a rare feat for a 2-year-old defense tech firm. Wow. Undisclosed amount in its Series B, achieving unicorn status with a valuation exceeding $1 billion, a rare feat for a 2-year-old defense tech firm. September 2020, $950 million advanced battle management system. Anduril secured 5-year $950 million ceiling indefinite delivery, indefinite quantity contract with the US Air Force for the ABMS, Advanced Battle Management System, a program to integrate sensors and systems across domains, cementing its role in the next generation military tech. June 2021, Series T funding. ABMS. Led by Elad Gil and others, valuing the company at $4.6 billion. The funds were earmarked for advancing autonomous systems and expanding its product roadmap. Acquisition of Area 1, an Atlanta-based developer of the LTS drones, enhancing its unmanned aerial systems portfolio with tube-launched modular drones capable of integrating with various platforms. February 22, acquisition of Dive Technologies. The purchase of Boston-based Dive Technologies added the Dive LD autonomous underwater vehicle to Enduril's offerings, broadening its capabilities into maritime domains. May 22, $100 million Royal Australian Navy contract to develop and deliver 3 extra-large AUVs Ghost Shark prototypes, its largest international contract. Actually, let's look at it. Anduril Ghost Shark. Whoa. Look at this. This looks crazy. What is this? Ghost Shark. Wow. Such a cool look. And look at Fury. Bro. What is this photo? December 22, Series E funding, $8.5 billion valuation. A 1.5 billion Series E round led by Whaler Equity Partners pushed Anduril's valuation to 8.5 billion, reflecting its growing revenue estimated at 150 million that year and contract wins. June 23 acquisition of Adrenos. Anduril acquired Adrenos, a solid rocket motor developer, gaining access to Alitech fuel technology and entering the propulsion market, a move to vertically integrate and challenge industry giants. Vertically integrate. That makes sense. Very interesting. September 23 acquisition of Blue Force Technologies. The purchase of North Carolina based Blue Force brought the Fury autonomous jet into Anduril's arsenal, aimed at collaborative combat aircraft programs. September 23 LTS 700M warhead test. Anduril engineers successfully tested a live warhead on the LTS 700M UAS, demonstrating precision against targets and advancing its loitering munition capabilities. January 24, US Air Force Collaborative Combat Aircraft Program. Anduril was selected as one of the five vendors to develop autonomous fighter jets for the CCA program, a high stakes competition against legacy primes like Lockheed Martin and Boeing. April 24, Army Defense Innovation Unit contract. The US Army's Defense Innovation Unit tapped Anduril to develop software for robotic combat vehicle payloads, reinforcing its ground autonomy expertise. August 24 Series F funding, $14 billion valuation. Anduril raised $1.5 billion in Series F round, co-led by Founders Fund and Sands Capital, reaching a $14 billion valuation. The fund supported Arsenal One, a massive manufacturing facility to produce tens of thousands of autonomous systems annually. Titan milestone with Palantir. Alongside Palantir, Anduril delivered the first tactical intelligence targeting access node prototype for a $178 million US Army contract, integrating vast sensor data for battlefield awareness. $1 billion revenue milestone. Anduril reportedly hit $1 billion in annual revenue, up from $420 million in 23, driven by contracts like the Marine Corps Boltem and Pentagon replicator programs, showcasing its financial scale. March 25, IVAS Defense VR contract. Anduril took over a significant portion of the US Army's Integrated Visual Augmentation System contract, previously held by Microsoft, adapting its VR expertise from Luckey's Oculus days to military headsets. This is crazy. Wow. Anduril took over a significant portion of the US Army's Integrated Visual Augmentation System contract, previously held by Microsoft, adapting its VR expertise from Luckey's Oculus days to military headsets. Have positioned it as a formidable competitor to the Big Five primes with a focus on speed, autonomy, and software-driven solutions. Who are the Big Five primes? Wait, oh yeah, not far in 1995. Lockheed Corporation and Martin Marietta, headquarters Maryland. Key products: F-35 Lightning II fighter jet, C-130 Hercules transport aircraft, missile defense systems, satellites, and Sikorsky helicopters, Black Hawk. Leader in aerospace, particularly fighter jets and missile systems. That's a cornerstone of US military aviation and space programs. RTX. Okay. 22. Merger of Raytheon Company and United Technologies Corporation. Okay. So Raytheon has now become RTX. Virginia. Patriot missile systems, Tomahawk and Javelin missiles, radar systems, Pratt & Whitney jet engines. I've heard of Pratt & Whitney jet engines. Collins Aerospace Avionics. United Technologies Aerospace Legacy. Major player in precision weapons and advanced electronics with 2023 revenue around 68 billion. Whoa. So Anduril is challenging the Big Fives, but the revenue is like, there's a massive difference. What's the revenue? 67 billion 23. Okay. So there is a almost 70x difference in the revenue. But But Andrew is getting there. Okay, this would be really cool. I think in a couple of years they can get there. Northrop Grumman, Virginia, as well. Falls Church, 94. Merger of Northrop and Grumman. B-21 Raider stealth bomber, E-2 Hawkeye aircraft, Global Hawk drones, solid rocket motors, cybersecurity solutions, space systems, James Webb Space Telescope components, known for stealth technology and unmanned systems, excels in aerospace and space, generating about 39 billion in revenue. Boeing, Virginia, founded 1916 as Pacific Aero Products Co. Super Hornet, Apache helicopter, Pegasus tanker, commercial aircraft, space systems, Starliner. Defense arm is massive, focusing on aircraft and space. Its defense revenue was roughly 25 billion, though it often competes with its commercial business for attention. General Dynamics, 52. Abrams tanks, Stryker vehicles, Virginia class submarines, Gulfstream jets, IT and mission systems. Leader in ground vehicles and naval systems. General Dynamics balances hardware with IT services, posting about 42 billion in revenue 23. Wow, really cool. Okay, let's now look at their website. And you will. Let's go. Menace. Wow. The Ghost Shark. So cool. So cool. Okay, our mission, transforming defense capabilities with advanced technology. The battlefield has changed. How we deter and defend needs to change too. Security threats are evolving at machine speed. To keep pace, Endural puts products ahead of process and builds technology to bring the United States and partners quantum leaps ahead in capability. Whoa. What is this? Rebuild the arsenal. America's defense industrial base, which has helped to deter war and maintain peace for decades, is being left behind. The arsenal we need is an order of magnitude more than we can build at present. We need a different approach to generating military power. The good news is this is now possible. Autonomy for every mission. Autonomous all-domain force protection, a family of autonomous systems powered by Lattice that provide an integrated persistent awareness and security across land, sea, and air. Counter US. Oh, it's gonna strike. No threat goes unseen. Endural's open counter US system is built to detect, track, and intercept unmanned aircraft and autonomous drone systems. Counter intrusion. Protection on both domestic and forward operating bases. A family of systems saves crucial time by autonomously identifying and surfacing threats. Maritime. Barracuda. What? What is this? This photo is cool. Just bunch of barracudas. Purpose built to bring mass to the fight. Family of air-breathing autonomous air vehicles purpose built for hyperscale production and mass employment. Munition configuration of Barracuda that delivers a more affordable, producible, available and adaptable cruise missile capability than existing options available to warfighters today. Twin turbojet VTOL autonomous air vehicle. Autonomous air vehicle Fury. High performance multi mission autonomous air vehicle built for the high end flight. Underwater vehicles. DIVLD is the most reliable and flexible autonomous underwater vehicle, enables safe and successful access to the greatest depths of the world's ocean. Rocket motor systems. Awarded 10 years, 642 million program of record to deliver CUAS systems for US Marine Corps. Learn more about Fury. Accelerating autonomy into an operational reality. Build qualities. Flexible mission configurations. Fighter performance. Let's look into the Barracuda. This is crazy. What is this photo? Purpose-built to bring mass to the fight. Barracuda is a family of air-breathing autonomous air vehicles purpose-built for hyperscale production and mass employment. Ten or fewer tools to assemble, supply chain resiliency built into design, rapid hardware integration, and testing software-defined upgradability. Barracuda 250. Barracuda 500. Whoa. What is that? Full screen. Go full screen. Cannot go full screen. What? Bruh, I just want to read comments of this YouTube video. That would be cool. Animated ads for cruise missiles. What a time to be alive. Oh, this one. I thought this was just a fun animation project with some 3D hobbies, but I looked it up and Andrew is a legit defense contractor. What a time to be alive. So are we gonna end up with Barracuda 16 Pro and Pro Max in a couple of years? What a fucking time to be alive. This is surreal. I'll take 10. Wake up, babe, and we'll just drop anime lore. US is finally becoming so as cool as it is in the Japanese anime. This is so rad. I can even forgive them for using an adjustable wrench and Phillips screw. Who is the target audience for this kind of marketing? Air breathing missiles. You gotta watch it in full screen. Wow. Beautiful. Beauty. Beauty. Okay. Let's go back. And there was one more thing. Yeah, the mission. Rebuild the arsenal. Let's see. What do we have? Rebuild the arsenal. Arsenal 1. Hyperscale manufacturing facility in Ohio. Wow. Wow, look at this. 70, 80, 30. New Center for Defense Manufacturing. Andover, Ohio, collaborating to strengthen national security. Andrew and Palmer Luckey are world-class innovators. Andrew and Palmer Luckey are world-class innovators. We couldn't be more excited to have them in Ohio, and our state is open for business. Ohio has consistently led the way in manufacturing, and I'm thrilled that Andrew selected Columbus as home to Arsenal 1. This one-of-a-kind facility is a transformative investment and will allow our state to be a leader in developing technology, creating jobs, and strengthening our national security. The future is here in Ohio. Andurill's investment will transform an empty hangar into a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility and provide thousands of good-paying jobs to Ohioans. Really cool. Really cool. Join our talent network. Ohio, the heart of it all. Jobs, Ohio. Learn about our mission. Transforming US and allied military capabilities with our advanced technology. Pioneering solutions for the software-defined conflicts of tomorrow. Building cutting-edge technology at speed. The brightest minds working on modern defense. Underwater vehicles. The Ghost Shark looks crazy. Yes, the most reliable and flexible AUV enables boundless exploration of the world's ocean. They should just have a buy button over here. Why don't we have a buy button? And it's 3D printed. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's pretty much the vision of relativity space that we looked into. Deep water survey and inspection. Dive LD. What's the other one? Dive Excel. Excel is the massive. Yay. It's the Ghost Shark. Wow. Wow. They know how to design things. Extra large autonomous underwater vehicle. Modular configuration, multi-mission capable, loaded, single, double, triple, extended. Wow. They're using all the sci-fi design. Deep water survey and inspection, autonomous underwater mission capabilities. Even the use of music over here. Over 10 years later, and this is the Arma 3. Okay. When a defense contractor is more active than Apple and Microsoft, what a time to be alive. Honey, wake up. Andrew just posted another video about a sick autonomous weapon. Respect for the engineers that obviously work very close to the real world operations. Propeller censored. Damn you all, the slabs. And it's gonna be the SpaceX of weaponry. Buckle up. Military industrial complex. And you guys are the goat of the defense industry. I'm bored of watching Walmart and Target commercials. I now know what gifts I can keep underneath the tree on Christmas for kids. Lol. Shipping container nod. Fresh baked chocolate dip cookies, thermally encapsulated cocoa delivery disc. Man, everything this company makes is so cool, and I just can't stop myself from watching every single video they upload. Wow, 102,000 subscribers for ads, for just ads. Air systems, Fury. I think we looked into Fury. Barracuda, Roadrunner, Bolt. What's the top one? Top one is Bolt. So Bolt is the drone, purpose built for operator. Okay. Barracuda, we looked into Barracuda. It's a missile. Roadrunner. And what was Roadrunner? VTOL autonomous air vehicle. Yeah, it's crazy. Like everything over here is autonomous. Launch, loiter, return to base. Flexibility to rapidly launch from and return to any location for recovery and reuse adds near zero cost. High performance flight. Autonomy, interoperable with in-service capabilities. Interesting. Fury, we looked into Fury. Fury is crazy. Ghost. Ah, this is Ghost. Ghost is like a machine gun in a helicopter. Future-proof US platform. Expeditionary and weatherized. Autonomy at the technical edge. Versatile fire profiles. Modular mission payloads. Ghost. Ghost X. Then we got LTS. What is LTS? Whoa, 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 whoa. Autonomous launch effects. Multi-domain launch. Extended loitering time. Autonomy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Modular payload nodes offers customers a variety of sensor and payload packages to support ISRNT, SIG, NINT, EW communications relay use cases for kinetic strikes. LTS-M offers multiple seeker and warhead options to meet the tactical mission. LTS 600, LTS 700, LTS 700. Bro, this is crazy. Rocket motors, solid rocket motor. This is the Adrenos. Full service, high volume, merchant supplier. Alitech, Denali. High performance 18-inch solid rocket booster designed to advance hypersonic capabilities at a fraction of the cost of existing systems. Takes advantage of Andural's Andural's improved single piece flow manufacturing paradigm enabled by proprietary technologies like bladeless speed mixing to deliver large volumes at dramatically reduced cost. Wow. Okay. Products. Did we look into Iris Menace, Roadrunner, Wisp? Anvil was one of the first ones. Yeah, we didn't look at Anvil. Oh yeah. Goes and strikes out. Pew. Seeks and destroys enemy drones. Yeah, I think for some products it's just not clear what they actually do. Like it should be like even more clear. Mission, newsroom. Let's see. Media. Okay, perfect. That's the stream. This was a good one.